This bird can hit 240 miles an hour. That's faster than a Formula One car off the start line, and it does it with nothing but gravity and feathers. Meet the Peregrine falcon, the fastest animal alive, and it is not even the weirdest thing on this list. Somewhere on this list is a creature that dies, on purpose, every single winter. Its heart stops, its brain goes flat, and then, in spring, it just gets back up. Stick around for that one. For now, let's count down 15 animal superpowers so wild they genuinely sound fake, but every single one is real, verified, and on the record. We're starting where nature gets creative, the things some animals carry that can kill, defend, or straight up break the rules of what a body should survive. Number 15 is the bird you just met. In 1999, a falconer named Ken Franklin strapped a GPS unit to his bird, Frightful, and clocked her stoop at 242 miles an hour, the fastest confirmed speed of any animal on the planet. Cornell's aerodynamic modeling says a straight vertical dive could theoretically push even faster. For comparison, skydivers in a head-down dive top out around 150 miles an hour, which means this bird beats that by 90 miles an hour using 0 engines. And it does this voluntarily for breakfast. Number 14 is small enough to fit in your palm, about the size of a golf ball, but provoke it, and its rings flash electric blue as a warning. Inside that golf ball is enough tetrodotoxin to kill 26 adult humans within minutes. And here's the part that should worry you more. There is still no antidote. If you're bitten, doctors can only keep you breathing on a ventilator until the toxin wears off, assuming it does. A creature smaller than a golf ball can outpoison 24 full-grown adults. Yes, that's real. That's a real animal that exists. Number 13 carries the same poison family, tetrodotoxin, but at a jaw-dropping scale, roughly 1,200 times more toxic than cyanide. One fish carries enough to kill 30 adults. No antidote included, and people still eat this fish on purpose in Japan, prepared by chefs licensed specifically to cut around the poison. Nature's way of saying proceed with extreme caution. Number 12 doesn't avoid venom. It shrugs it off. Honey badgers regularly fight and eat venomous snakes, including cobras. And here's the part that sounds made up. They usually win. The secret is one tiny mutation. A single amino acid swap in their nerve receptors that physically blocks cobra neurotoxin from binding. So the venom that would kill you or me in minutes just doesn't work. A honey badger can get bitten by a cobra, pass out for a couple of hours like it had one too many, wake up, and finish eating the snake that bit it. Somewhere, a honey badger is currently having the best worst day of its life, and it will be completely fine. Number 11 hunts with its eyes, ears, and nostrils sealed completely shut underwater. It should be blind, deaf, and smellless down there. Instead, its bill is packed with about 40,000 electroreceptors that read the electric field every twitching muscle gives off, so it's hunting in total darkness using something closer to a sixth sense than sight. Male platypuses also carry a venomous spur on each ankle, and the pain has been documented resisting morphine in a clinical case report. Over-the-counter painkillers don't touch it. It's a duck-billed mammal that lays eggs, senses electricity, and stings like nothing else in the animal kingdom. Nature clearly ran out of categories and just started combining them. So that's the Venom Hall of Fame. Animals built to kill or built to survive being killed. But not every superpower on this list is a weapon. Some of these animals are just built different. Literally. Number 10 climbs a 50-meter near-vertical concrete dam wall in Italy. Not to escape a predator, not to reach food, just to lick the mineral salt leaching out of the concrete. Their hooves are split down the middle with soft, rubber-like pads, letting them grip ledges barely wider than the hoof itself. Picture a goat casually free-soloing a dam face for a salt lick, the way you'd walk to a vending machine. That's an Alpine Ibex's Tuesday. Number 9 is the strongest animal on Earth relative to its size, and it's an insect the size of your fingernail. In harness experiments, this beetle pulled up to 1,141 times its own body weight. Scale that to a 200-pound human, and you're benching roughly 6 full-grown African elephants. And when it's done flexing, it navigates home by the Milky Way, the only insect known to steer by starlight. Quick gut check. How fast do you think you blink? About a third of a second. Hold that thought. Number 8. can completely rewrite its skin color and pattern in about 200 milliseconds, faster than that blink you just did, running up to 1 million individually controlled color cells wired directly to its brain, like a full-body screen with no lag. Number 7 has an eyeball roughly the same size as its entire brain, and those eyes are fixed in their sockets, frozen in place, unable to rotate at all. So instead of moving its eyes, the Tarsier swivels its whole head up to 180 degrees in either direction for a complete view around itself. It's basically an owl cosplaying as a primate. Number 6 has the biggest wingspan of any living bird, up to 11.5 feet tip to tip. A shoulder tendon locks those wings open like a latch, so the bird can glide for hours, sometimes days, without flapping even once. It's basically found a way to fly for free. Number 5 is the smallest bird on Earth, 2 inches long, about 2 grams, lighter than a paperclip. It beats its wings 80 times a second, and its heart can hit 1,260 beats a minute. That's over 20 heartbeats every single second, in a bird you could lose in a teacup. Number 4 has 0 teeth and doesn't need any. Its tongue is 2 feet long, about 60 centimeters, and flicks in and out up to 150 times a minute, mopping up insects like a conveyor belt with taste buds. We've covered weapons, and we've covered bodies built different. This last group is the strangest of all, because these final 3 aren't about how an animal fights or moves. They're about how an animal lives an entire life, sometimes an impossibly short one, sometimes one that simply stops and starts again. Number 3 lives less than 24 hours as an adult, and some females survive just minutes. It has no functional mouth. It physically cannot eat. So its entire adult existence is one task: find a mate and go. Its scientific order name literally translates from Greek as lasting a day. Even the scientists gave up trying to be subtle about it. Number 2 flips biology on its head. The males get pregnant. A male seahorse carries fertilized eggs in a brood pouch for 2 to 6 weeks, regulating the fluid inside almost like a placenta, then gives birth to over 1,000 babies in one go. It's the only animal group on Earth where true male pregnancy exists. Somewhere out there is a seahorse dad who just had a bigger delivery than an entire human maternity ward on the same afternoon. And now, the one I promised you at the start? Every winter, a wood frog does something no mammal or bird could survive. It freezes solid, not just cold, actually frozen, with up to 70% of the water in its body turning to literal ice. Its heart stops beating completely. Its brain goes flat, with no measurable activity at all, and it stops breathing entirely. Not for minutes, but for months. By any normal definition, this frog is dead. But it isn't. Researchers, including Dr. John Costanzo, have spent decades documenting how the wood frog floods its own body with glucose before it freezes, protecting its cells from the inside while ice forms only in the spaces between them, never inside. Then spring comes, the ice melts, the heart restarts on its own, and the brain flickers back on, and the frog just hops away like it was never gone. 15 animals. 15 abilities that sound like science fiction and are, every one of them, real, sourced, documented, verified. So which one got you? The falcon? The frog that comes back from the dead every year? Tell me in the comments. I read everyone. If your brain just got rewired a little, that's the whole point of this channel. Subscribe and pull up a chair because the world has a lot more of this to show you.